Waxahachie ISD is a growing school district that embraces innovative curriculum and teaching methods while still honoring our traditions of excellence. Our academic programs and exceptional teachers and staff allow every student to excel on every campus, every day. Waxahachie ISD's fine arts, athletic, career and technical education, and other extracurricular programs are respected throughout the state for their long histories of success. We are proud to be a vital part of the city of Waxahachie as we work hard each day to educate the next generation of our city's leaders. We are Hatchie Forever. Roll Tide.
Alyssa Westlake with UpDawg Girl in the Arcade. So our passion, my husband and I really had a vision for UpDawg when we opened the arcade. And it came from a place of realizing there wasn't a lot for people of all ages to do here. And so we had my sister living with us at the time who was in high school and struggling to find things to do and places to hang out. And we were a young family with our kids, and we were driving to Dallas to find places to hang out that for entertainment and just quality time. And so we had the vision for the arcade, which included food, and we started with the arcade part, and then eventually, 4 years later, we're able to add food, and it went through many different stages, but we finally landed on hot dogs and realized it was a really fun thing we could do and kind of jazz up and make it gourmet and add fun toppings and change things out, and so that's where it started. Business-wise, there is a lot more investment in food than there was. I mean, the games for the arcade, investing in those was definitely something we had to plan for and budget and consider. But as far as food goes, it's a constant watching the numbers and margins and balancing labor and other costs with that. So that was certainly a learning curve. And then, of course, food is a lot more regulated, which it should be. So there was that as well, the permitting and all the applications with the city, which they were great. So we've got a little bit of everything on our menu. We've got the New York dog, the Chicago dog for those who are from those places or have had those and really love them. And then we've got we made one for Hatchie, the Hatchie dog with barbecue brisket and pickles. That's a popular one. My personal favorite bounces between the luau and the frilly. Depends on how I'm feeling, but that sweet heat on the luau is definitely in these hotter months something I crave. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with a classic chili dog with some Fritos on it. Yeah, we're super grateful to be downtown and a part of the square. It's been fun over the last 4 years. When did we open? Yeah, 4 years to really watch the square come to life. Of course, the theater and all the shops coming in and new spots to eat. And we're just happy to be a part of it. So it's fun to be here. The arcade was birthed out of a time in my husband Sam and I's life when we had my sister at home with us and then our young kids. And Sam had actually just started his own landscaping company, and that was really his first introduction to business and running his own business. He'd been working for other companies before that, and then I was at home with our kids and starting to teach music lessons actually in Dallas for another company, and at the same time wanted to start my own little music studio here. So we were already running our own businesses and kind of getting our feet wet in that world, but he was still working part-time for his other job for another company. So we were balancing a lot, but Sam actually went to Cidercade in Dallas and fell in love with the whole free play model and came back and just got the bug. He could not stop thinking about it, couldn't stop talking about it and how cool it would be, because there'd be weekend after weekend we'd be like, what do we do? Where should we go? And, this was in 2017, 2018 in Waxahachie, which has grown so much since then. But we really just saw a need in Ellis County for a family-friendly, all-age place to hang out that could be a hot spot for young adults, that could be a great spot for teenagers to come and play, that could be date night, family time, throwback, like whatever. And so this idea kind of started to develop, like I said, in 2017, 2018. And Sam came to me with like, hey, I really want to start something like this here, but make it our own. And so I loved that idea. Neither of us are huge gamers, but I grew up playing Mario on the classic Nintendo system. And yeah, we have fun in those kinds of places. So we just kind of went like, what if we did that? And came up with a business plan and an outline and prayed on it and really asked the Lord if he wanted us to do it, to give us the means. Well, we ended up selling our house and moving. We had some family stuff come up, and so we had an opportunity to move into a different house, and we ended up selling our house, and there was kind of our go-ahead, the green light. We felt like we could invest what we gained from that sale to our business. And so upon doing that, we ended up finding 20-something retro arcade games, like our skee balls are still down there. I think most of them we've probably rotated out now from our first investment. But yeah, we just kind of dove in head first, knew nothing about games or maintenance or even sometimes how to play them. And we're going to create this whole food, like restaurant arcade experience. And we really had a heart for connecting generations. We wanted it to be, again, a place where anybody from kid to grandparent could come and have fun. And so while we had the games, we just thought, you know what, let's go find a space while we figure out the food thing. And then here we are 4 years later, and we figured out the food thing. And yeah, it's been really cool. We didn't expect like birthday parties or tournaments. Obviously, that's just stuff we learned as we went. We're like, oh, of course people want to have a party here. Of course, tournaments are going to be a hit. And so it's been super fun for us and a blessing. Neither of us ever woke up or dreamt up as kids like, yes, we're going to be an owner of an arcade. But the Lord really just kind of led us to the idea, and it's been such a journey. We've learned so much, and seeing people come of all ages and really having good quality time together is definitely our heart.